I'm Monsignor Landry, National Director of the Pontifical Mission Society, coming to you from a Manhattan rooftop. Today, August 28th, is the feast of one of the great saints and doctors of the Church, St. Augustine. In today's Gospel, Jesus continues his daily summons to conversion when he calls us to stay awake, to be vigilant, to be alert to his presence, to be hungry and desirous of him. And he gives two images. The first is of someone who's awake at night, a servant waiting his master's return from a wedding, ready to open up the door. In New York City, we've got plenty of housing complexes with doormen who are always on the lookout to see when one of the residents is returning. We see it at hotels when there's somebody always at the door ready to welcome a guest. Jesus wants us perpetually to be alert to the ways he's asking us to welcome him and welcome all of those he sends in our name. In today's age, we need to do that in a special way for immigrants, those who are very far away from home, those who are suffering, those who are scared. Do we have that vigilance to be able to receive Jesus, who said, "When I was a stranger, you welcomed me"? The second great image is of a good and faithful, a prudent and trustworthy steward who, when the master is away, is doing what he should and caring for all those servants of the master, giving them their food, he says, in proper time, caring for them, being reliable. He said, untrustworthy, unfaithful servant would be one who says, "My master's long away, so I don't have to care for them, and worse, I can beat the men servants and the maid servants. I can neglect them." There are many who don't live vigilantly in this way. They are the ones who are sinning as if they're going to be able to make their peace with God decades down in the road. God calls us to a particular vigilance. St. Augustine is somebody who featured this. He himself lived a wayward life for a while, shacking up with a woman to whom he wasn't married, having a child out of wedlock, living an atheist life, mocking his mother, St. Monica. But eventually he was graced with conversion. And in his confession, he wrote one of the most beautiful passages of all time, in which he said, "Late have I loved thee, O beauty ever ancient, beauty ever new. Late have I loved thee." He said, "I was always looking for you. You were within me. I was looking for you on the outside. I was missing you. I was deaf to the ways you were calling me, blind to the ways you were appearing to me. But eventually I breathed your fragrance and I pant for more. You touched me and I long for your peace." St. Augustine's praying for everybody to be able to get to know the Lord and love him sooner rather than later, to be vigilant for him, to be his faithful and prudent steward. Missionaries are going all throughout the world, including in Africa where Augustine was born, in order to make it possible for people to relate to Jesus this way. Through St. Augustine's intercession, we pray for all missionaries and all those to whom they're bringing the gospel. God bless you.